Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're taking a look at the 10 hardest Mega Man boss fights. The Blue Bomber has gone up against several dozen robot masters and maniacal scientists over the last few decades, but these were the ones that were painstakingly difficult. Have you fought any of these bosses? Which one gave you the most trouble? Share your frustration with us in the comments below.
Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Yellow Devil, Mega Man. We'll kick things off with a classic. The Yellow Devil has gone down as one of the most famous and infamous characters in Mega Man history. Sure, his overall design has made him one of the more popular boss fights, but even hardcore fans will tell you he can get really annoying. In addition to having a small hitbox, that being his tiny eye, he's constantly moving from one side of the screen to the other, and he does it in separate pieces. It's such a bombardment that you're bound to get hit once or twice in just one move. Unfortunately, this is not the only devil to enrage us. Quick Man, Mega Man 2. Few robot masters are as big of a headache as the few we'll see on this list, but when it comes to Quick Man, it's like dealing with a child who's been up for far too long on Halloween night. As his name implies, Quick Man seems to never stop moving, making him a tough target to land a hit on. This can make him aggravating to deal with, especially when doing Buster-only runs. To make things worse, a full blast of Flashman's Time Stopper, his weakness, will only knock him down to half of his health bar. So, you are going to need to use some precision just to put an end to this visual nightmare. Tidal Whale, aka Duff McWhalen, Mega Man X5. Speaking of visual nightmares, look everyone, it's a whale with legs! Yeah, Tidal Whale is perhaps one of the weirdest robot masters in the Mega Man games next to Charge Man, Pump Man, Clown Man, and you know, just about everybody in Mega Man 8 was pretty weird too. But don't let Tidal Whale's goofy appearance fool you. He's pretty freaking irritating. Throughout the fight, he'll spit ice blocks at you to push you into a wall of spikes. Heck, some of the ice blocks themselves will contain spikes. He's a boss that's going to make you constantly hop about and firing in all directions as you try to survive this DDR of a fight for as long as possible. Hidden Phantom, Mega Man 0. Ninja-like foes weren't anything new in the Mega Man franchise, but Hidden Phantom managed to reuse a visual theme in his fight while employing new tactics. You seeing any of this footage? Yeah, Hidden Phantom practically turns Mega Man 0 into a straight bullet hell game. He's flying around in the air, there's kunai coming from all directions, and we're just panicking in the corner wondering how in the world we're supposed to get out of it. Oh, and of course he's got 2 entire health bars. Of course he does. Needless to say, you're going to want to bring a couple of E-tanks for this one. Block Devil, Mega Man 10. Okay, for as irritating as Yellow Devil can be with his tiny eyeball weak spot and his, oh look, I can separate myself and shoot at you, woo, he's nowhere near as infuriating as Block Devil. Okay? Look, we know it's the third Wily stage of Mega Man 10. It's not supposed to be super easy, we weren't expecting it to be. But did this giant blob of torment really have to take up the entire platform? Seriously, there's almost no space to move here, and he can just come in and start spitting out laser beams like we have inhuman reaction time. We're just glad for the sizable arsenal we've been granted by this point in the game, but for you Buster-only players, this is a headache, man. Shadow Man, Mega Man 3. Of the older Mega Man games, Shadow Man is arguably the most cumbersome of the robot masters. Look at this guy. Dude spends most of the fight hopping about all over the place and throwing giant shurikens every so often. On top of that, he'll randomly do a slide kick the second he touches the ground. He's basically Quick Man, but with a slightly more unpredictable pattern, and his hopping makes the fight way more grueling than it needs to be. Dude, chill. Omega Zero, Mega Man Zero 3. Considering Mega Man is known for its mixed bag of boss fights, it's almost shocking to not see too many villains doing the whole "this isn't even my final form" nonsense, you know the ones. The third Mega Man Zero game, on the other hand, does play that trope. Omega Zero is one of the longest boss fights in the franchise, lasting 3 phases, with each one being more enduring than the previous. For the first 2 phases, Omega Zero will take up most of the screen and harass you with projectiles. As for the third, well, get ready for an intense and extensive duel. And yes, he does have more than 1 health bar, because, you know, why wouldn't he? You know, let's give the boss a ton of health bars. At least it's not like Kingdom Hearts. My god, those are nightmares. Sigma, Mega Man X. Okay, honestly, Sigma isn't much of a problem here. He doesn't do much to hound you, his fireballs and projectiles are easy to dodge, and he's only got a single health bar. No sweat. It's fine. It's when he transforms into Kaiser Sigma that things start to heat up. Again, that whole, "oh, you haven't seen my final form" nonsense. I told you. He moves slower than Molasses, sure, but his attacks leave very little breathing room between his laser beam and the seemingly random orb flying around the room. Really, where did that come from? Couple that with a small weak point and you've got an absolute Chad of a boss. You heard it here, folks. Sigma is a Chad. Just a total Chad. Copy X, Mega Man Zero. You know, we've been complaining this entire time about bosses being too big for their britches and giving us almost no room for movement, and yet we haven't even touched upon the boss we'd call claustrophobia incarnate. Mega Man Zero's Copy X starts off like any other ordinary boss fight. Both of you are reasonably sized, equal footing for the most part, it's fine, everything's good. But once you get through that phase, all hell breaks loose. It's like he loses the first round and then he goes, "Ugh, I can't believe you beat me," and then he goes all psycho on you. Most of the stage is just gone, and he's decided now is the time to become Robot God and smite you like the cybernetic vermin you are. As for you, it's time to spam those dash and wall jumping skills. Good luck. Wily Capsule, Mega Man 7. You know, Dr. Wily has put up a fair amount of fights himself, and as difficult as they may be, there is only one fight against the mad scientist that has gone down in infamy. Absolute infamy. I don't know a single person who's played Mega Man 7 and was like, "oh, that was really good, that was a great boss fight." No, no one is happy when they come across the Wily Capsule from Mega Man 7. Here, Wily is far more predictable than he's ever been, and bears faster attacks than most of his iterations. He can cloak himself, fire a wide array of projectiles with awkward patterns, and is protected by spikes. Yippee! The overall pattern may be predictable, but the different attacks is what throws you off. And you want to know the scary part? All of this was intentional. As Kaiji Inafune once said during development, "let's make the very last fight insanely hard." You want to know what sums up Mega Man 7? There's no method. Only madness. That's Mega Man 7.
Check out these other great clips from MojoPlays, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.